the use of learning French anyway?
Dick, I'm surprised at you. Language is the key to world peace. If we all spoke each other's tongues, perhaps the scourge of war would be ended forever.
Gosh, Bruce, yes. I'll get these darn verbs if they kill me.
Gee whiz, Aunt Harriet. What's so important about Chopin?
All music is important, Dick. It's the universal language. One of our best hopes for the eventual realization of the brotherhood of man.
Gosh, Bruce, yes. You're right. I'll practice harder from now on.
I can't help thinking of only myself. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay, chum. We all have the right to be selfish sometimes.
Wow, the rings of Saturn. This is sure some fun, Bruce.
Astronomy's more than mere fun, Dick.
It is?
Yes, it helps give us a sense of proportion. Reminds us how little we are, really. People tend to forget that sometimes.
Gosh, yes, that's right. I'll bet I see those rings a little differently this time.
Robin, you haven't fastened your safety bat belt.
We're only going a couple of blocks.
It won't be long until you're old enough to get a driver's license, Robin. Then you'll be able to drive the Batmobile and other vehicles. Remember, motorist safety.
Gosh, Batman, when you put it that way. You see, we spray this radioactive mist on an object, and then we can trace it on the batometer within a radius of 50 miles.
Remarkable. When dealing with powerful criminal elements, one can never be too well prepared.
Why didn't she let go of the bag? Didn't she know what would happen?
Greed is an overpowering emotion, Robin. It sometimes dims all the senses, even that of self-preservation.
And in Wayne Manor, where young Dick Grayson practices his putting under the watchful eye of his guardian, millionaire Bruce Wayne, and his doting Aunt Harriet.
Ow, missed that one.
Precision, Dick. Precision. The key to success in life as well as in sports. Circuit's on the blink, I'm afraid.
How can it be?
Human mechanisms are made by human hands, Robin. None of them is infallible. It's a lesson which must be faced. Remember, Robin, always look both ways.
Appleby, and we won this!
No, I cheated, and you cheated, and that's for charity, not for cheese. Oh, who's gonna save our natural resources now?
Good girl. Well spoken.
The dynamic duel! You have learned your lesson. Crime never pays.
Well,
As I said, he came to the Wayne Foundation, highly recommended. Fair is fair, Robin. No man's honesty should be suspect without good and clear cause.
of course, Batman. Batman, you think of everything.
Remember the Boy Scouts motto?
Be prepared.
It would do well to keep that in mind at all times.
Lucky we had Captain Ahab of the White Whaling Company put up these fish nets. To catch the canary cage she might have tossed out the window. These nets sure saved our lives.
Not luck, Robin. We were prepared, but it is true. Some days, one is luckier than others. Oh, better put 5 cents in the meter.
No policeman's going to give the Batmobile a ticket.
No matter, Robin. This money goes toward building better roads. We all must do our part. Good citizenship, you know.
Holy taxation. You're right again, Batman.
I think all we have to do now is blast off.
You can't get away from Batman that easy.
Easily.
Easily.
Good grammar is essential, Robin.
Thank you, Batman.
You're welcome.
Look! That open window. Shall we try?
Yes, Robin. An opportunity well taken is always a weapon of advantage. Just from looking at you, I'm sure your presence here is innocent.
Appearances are deceiving, Batman.
Appearances, perhaps. Instinct, seldom.
That's nice.
Gee whiz, Batman. Dropping in on a drugstore might have been easier.
Exercise never hurt anyone, Robin.
It was my fault, Batman. Dropping a bat radio in the Sphinx. I'll be more careful next time.
Experience teaches slowly, Robin. And at a cost of many mistakes.
Chief O'Hara ought to know better.
It's unwise to condemn what we don't understand.
I say the first order of business is to have Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara removed from office. I mean, we can't have police officials who are helpless pawns of a master criminal.
Here we are, sir. 6 glasses of buttermilk.
Oh, thank you, Alfred. You can discount Chief O'Hara. Robin, I suspect he's the victim of happenstance.
That still leaves Commissioner Gordon.
Unfounded suspicions are often dangerous, old man.
My boys, my poor boys. What have you done to them, Batman?
Sorry, Ma Parker. Violence begets violence.
Gosh, I'm hungry. Hope Aunt Harriet has a good meal waiting. Let's go faster.
You see that sign, Robin? Speed limit, 55 miles an hour. A good driver always observes the speed laws. It's the best way to stay out of trouble.
You're right.
My training in legal matters has taught me that every document has some fine print that is usually overlooked.
We better hurry, Batman.
Not too fast, Robin. In good bat climbing, as in good driving, one must never sacrifice safety for speed.
Right again, Batman. Boy, it makes me feel good to be a Gotham Cityite when I see how everybody forgave Chief Chicken.
You'll find that people are basically good, Robin. They're merely reacting to their surroundings.
Yeah, the masher, I'll fix him.
Hold it, old chap. We mustn't give ourselves away.
Self-control is sure tough sometimes, Batman.
All virtues are, old chum. Indeed, that's why they're virtues.
Bear in mind, Robin, that most politicians are honest servants of the people. The dishonest ones are the exception.
The latest poll shows 65% Penguin, 35% Batman.
Well, that's gratitude for you. After all the Batman has done for our citizens.
I think you underestimate the good citizens of Gotham City, Chief.
But look at the poll, Batman.
Elections are not won by polls, Commissioner. They're won by votes, at least in this country.
I never would have believed that the polls could be wrong.
There have been other candidates who've trusted too much in the polls, Mayor Linseed, and they found out that it's the votes that count. Smart politicians trust the voters, not the polls. After all, if you can't trust the voters, whom can you trust?
Yes, Boy Wonder. The Commissioner and Chief O'Hara are trapped in that office with frost and snow and slush and ice pouring out all over. It's terrible. I'm afraid they died an icy death by now.
A negative viewpoint, Sergeant. Man has nothing without hope.
Your consideration is admirable, Batman, but Mr. Freeze hardly deserves it.
Not that icy-hearted enemy of the people.
A brother's sufferings claim a brother's pity, gentlemen.
Holy epigrams.
No, Robin. Truisms. No man is really all bad. Now, a good lesson, Robin. Always carry an extra key.
I'd say we're both lucky to be still alive.
And stupid to have walked into that trap in the first place.
Without danger. The game grows cold. Little is gained without risk.
True indeed, sir.
That I ran out of gas about a block down the road. And...
We always carry an extra supply in the Batmobile.
How very rude of you, Batman.
Batman's never rude to a lady, but you're no lady.
She may not be a lady, Robin, but she is a woman, and as such, she deserves some courtesy.
How very gallant of you, Batman.
Your sense and your will were affected.
You were shot by the same type of dart, and it didn't affect you the same way.
Oh, it did, Robin, it did. I just called on all my resources to combat it.
I called on all mine, too. But all of a sudden, there I was on my knees, worshiping her.
Oh, it's merely the difference of a few years, old chum. An older head can't be put on younger shoulders.
Have you ever been married? No. Alfred, at the risk of sounding pompous, experience with women and experience with wives are two vastly different things.
Amen. Batman and Robin won't know where we are or where to find us. Them two is long gone over the hill.
Here comes Hey Burner!
The best laid plans of mice and men oft gang agley. Great care must be taken in the use of firearms. They can be quite dangerous if used improperly.
I don't want to be a cowboy anymore. I want to be a hero like you, Cape Crime Fighter.
Being a hero or a crime fighter is not what counts the most, Andy. It's growing up to be a good citizen. And if that's what you meant, it's the highest possible compliment you could pay me.
Just as I planned.
You planned?
Forget it, Penguin.
The best laid plans of birds and men gang off to glee.
Plans of bats too, Batman!
Hello.
You can win a free dance lesson at the Duncan Dance Studios if you answer this simple question.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dance lessons.
Wait a minute, Dick. The junior prom's coming up, isn't it?
Yes, but...
We don't want you to be a wallflower, do we?
Dancing is an integral part of every young man's education.
Gosh, Bruce, you're right, but dancing? I guess you could never trust a woman.
You made a hasty generalization, Robin. It's a bad habit to get into. Yes, Dick? Your bird calls are close to perfect. If more people practice them, someday we might have a chance for real communication with our feathered friends.
In that case, I think I'll polish up my ruby-crowned kinglet and my rose-breasted yellow-tailed grosbeak calls.
So as we have one of our infrequent free afternoons, I think we should run a check on our batarangs and our bat ropes.
We did that right after our last bat climb.
Forewarned, forearmed, Robin.
Brightest star. You must mean Venus.
We mustn't judge her too harshly, Robin. Even with the best intentions, it's hard to change a lifetime of habit.
Oh, Batman won't endanger a girl. Now will you, Batman? Tripped up by your own ethics.
He who trips last trips hardest.
How'd you break your chain, Batman?
Every man has his own unknown inner strength at a time of crisis, Robin. I'm sure had the situations been reversed, you would have found your strength.
And the green button will turn the car a la izquierda o a la derecha.
To the left or right? Threw in a little Spanish on me, huh, Batman?
One should always keep abreast of foreign tongues, Robin.
That way we can get a clue as to where Penguin stashed the armor.
Sure, and he'll be suspicious, Batman.
I hope he is, Chief O'Hara. Suspicion often provides surprises.
You're just in time, Cape Crusader.
Right on the button. Saints be praised.
Better 3 hours too soon than a minute late.
One thing worries me, though. How long can we keep floating?
We won't have to float long, old chum. If our experimental heel and toe bat rockets perform as well as they should.
Experimental heel and toe bat rockets. They haven't been tested yet.
Let's not put off till tomorrow what we can do today, Robin.
You, of all people, don't believe in superstition, do you?
Me? Superstitious? Nonsense. Never walk under a ladder, Robin.
Batman, I'm surprised at you.
Not at all. There is a custom based on fact. The ladder could fall and hit you on the head, or someone could slip and fall from the ladder. It doesn't pay to court disaster, Robin.
What exactly does it do, sir?
I'm not quite sure, Alfred. It's the first time I've ever tried this experiment. But I think, in the end, it should produce foam rubber.
Foam rubber, sir?
Yes, sir.
From a tiny capsule like that.
The size of the package, Alfred, is in no way any indication of the value of its contents.
Of course, sir.
As a crazed criminal, Professor, your alter ego would have been dealt with justly, but firmly, for surely. No man is above the law, and no man is below it. Remember, this is not the Batmobile.
Don't worry, Bruce. Highway safety is every citizen's prime responsibility.
As a citizen of Gotham City, I would like to see that crime thwarted. This town can be a better, safer place to live.
I just love better, safer places to live.
Let's go, Robin.
You mean you really believe him?
Robin, the Constitution provides that a man is innocent until proven guilty. And the Constitution is the cornerstone of our great nation. We must abide by it.
Gosh, when you put it that way, Batman, how can I help but agree? And now that we've adjusted it to react only to the radium source stolen by Egghead, we should be able to track down his headquarters in nothing flat. Why didn't we think of this before, Batman?
Hindsight is often better than foresight, old chum.
It's lucky you had me surround that building once more, Batman. Olga and Egghead ran right into the paddy wagon again, only this time they didn't want to.
Forewarned is forearmed, Chief O'Hara.
Oh, I made a dreadful mistake. Oh, let bygones be bygones. I'd like to shake hands with both of you. Can't we be friends?
I'd rather shake hands with a spitting cobra.
You're being cynical, Robin. To err is human, to forgive divine.
I think it's a fix.
That's the way the law is, Robin. They've received a fair trial and been adjudged not guilty. Every man is entitled to his day in court. We must abide by the jury's decision. You're heading for the last roundup, Shane, because of your greed and your avarice. Otherwise, you might have realized that good, even though it's sometimes sidetracked, always triumphs over evil.